Hey, what's up guys? I'm back with more from the Via Infinito, and the aim of this session is going to be to get to close to 80 and set up the showdown with Chac. I probably won't be able to defeat Chac at first. It's going to take me a little while to do that, but let's just get there first, because I'm pretty sure that from here onwards we're going to start to have a tough time with the encounters. So again, as I did with the previous one, it's going to be kind of highlights. I'm going to be running through any particularly interesting boss battles I'm going to be leaving in. You know, periods where I'm repeatedly running away or fighting the same kind of bosses, I'm going to be getting rid of that, etc, etc. So hopefully we'll see some highlights en route to Chac. It's been so long since I've been to this stage of the Via Infinito, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what we're going to be running into. All I know is that Chac is waiting at the end of the road. So, at least this quest is shaped the same way. Oh, no it's not. Right, we've got Mega Tonberries here. And I seem to remember those guys being absolutely lethal. Random encounters. These guys don't seem to be such a big deal at the moment. I thought since I have some fully kind of powered up Dark Knights, I thought I might as well give them some secondary dress spheres that they could be good at as well. So I want Riku to have a few warrior abilities as well, especially Sentinel. I mean, if nothing, at least Sentinel. What am I? Can I? Ah, right. Oh, okay. So I jumped down, but it's not the next cloister. Damn it. But yeah, I'm keeping Yuna as a berserker until I get counter attack. That's dark elemental, not black elemental. When I say counter attack, I mean evading counter, of course.
Another flawless victory.
And she's got that catnip as well. Okay. Still have small Tonberries guarding things. That hasn't changed. Ooh. I don't think it did anything particularly crazy when it was oversold. It just had more HP. Definitely had more HP. Ah, right. I gave Yuna auto reflect because she's very weak against magic, especially. So I thought she can reflect back some of the magic. It's worked well on at least one occasion so far. Seriously doesn't want to die when it's oversold. Come on. There you go. Okay. What now? Well, that's not the way out either, so... How does one get through? Is this the dolmen? No, it's the monolith. Okay, might be more difficult. Only doing 95 damage, but it must have a breath attack. Actually, shit, I've got 3 warriors, I need to be careful.
We've got bigger fish to fry.
Might not have petrification protection for all of them. So that bit takes me back to the Mega Tonberry, so what am I supposed to do here? I'm a bit confused. Had to hit me with a poison before I escaped. Oh shit, did I run into it? Oh no. Oh dearie me. Oh fuck, 17,000. This ain't gonna happen, is it? There's a mini one next to it as well. Whoa, 57,000 with a critical. And he attacks pretty quickly as well. Oh man. Yeah, we're fucked. So yeah, that's an early lesson. Don't mess with the Mega Tonberries. But at least I know that Sentinel protects me from Chef's knife. That should help me come up with a strategy later on. But for now, I don't think you can run into them in random encounters, so I just need to make sure I don't physically run into them. And I should be okay. Alright, game over. Oh, we've got a baby Tonberry. Surely you can't fight the baby Tonberries. I want to see this. Why am I not triggering an encounter? Oh, this is a good Tonberry? That's possible. Oh, it's so cute. And now it's gone to sleep. They've both gone to sleep. Interesting. I don't know why they've decided to implement something like this. It's different. And we've got Claret Dragon. You can see Yuna's in catnip mode with haste. Oh, that didn't last too long though. She would have ended this battle very quickly. Like that. Yeah, when she has first strike, haste, plus catnip, she's an absolute beast. Obviously she dies fairly frequently, but the good thing is when I revive her with the Fiend's down, she's still in critical, so it's fine. Let's see if this guy has any interesting tricks when it's oversold. Oh, it's going to die before it's even... yeah. Excellent. So yeah, catnip has pretty much become essential for shortening the battles at this stage with these levels.
Next.
Yep, that's what I mean when I say shortening. I think, is there a way to get more than one catnip in this game? I think there is. I think you can get second catnip, but don't quote me on that. I haven't researched it. Okay, I remember this room vividly, and try my best not to run into any Mega Tonberries, but also not knowing how to get out at first. 10 years later, things are no different. I need one of these 4 platforms on the edge is probably going to get me through. But which one? Okay, the random encounters are still the same. You don't have to encounter Tonberries.
Works for me.
Okay, hopefully this one does it. No. Damn it. Oh no, no! It's happened again. Oh shit, just hopefully... oh shit, shit, shit. Double sentinels here. And just hope that somehow Yuna can take out Mega Tonberry before... I think he has about 40,000 HP or 50,000 HP. I need 5 hits. Shit. You can see how quick it is as well. The Mega Tonberry is just so fast. Wow, it's using magic? I don't remember that. Oh shit. If it uses too much magic, I'm going to die as well. Well, I guess pain should be fine. Come on, Yuna, do it. Just need one more. Yes! Oh, that was a relief. Could not have done it without the catnip though. Oh, okay, so note to self, do not touch the small Tonberries on this level. That might be why I remember it so well. Must have made that mistake before as well. Okay, surely this has got to be the one to get me through. There we go. That was close. I can see myself getting a lot more game overs in these next 20 cloisters. There's an amazing variation in difficulty. You've got these guys and then you've got Mega Tonberries as well. Okay. I'll probably have to save more frequently, like every 2 or 3 cloisters, I think, from now on. Oh, it's not the same. Yeah, she can just learn some more stuff. I think... we'll teach her some more stuff, because all I needed was Sentinel really for Riku. I don't really need all the other abilities. Power Break, etc. Oh. So, can I... He actually mutters to himself. I'm pretty sure you could run along the side here, yeah. Okay. So it's possible to avoid the Mega Tonberries pretty much exclusively. So it's a great way to gain easy EXP and AP points on your way through Via Infinito. This one's a bit of a maze. Okay, making some decent progress here. Ah, yes. Abyss Worm. Well, it's probably not called that in this game. Just called an Earthworm. I think it was called a Landworm in Final Fantasy X. Not the one in the Monster Arena. Let's see how well Assault works. Whoa. Yeah. This one's not going to last too long, even without catnip. Okay, first one to see level 60. But the cloisters are really going to overtake the levels soon. The gap is going to grow constantly. Oh, I accidentally... it's because of the memory curse I did this, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, outside of the Mega Tonberry, I haven't had any problems so far, and the Mega Tonberry seems to be always avoidable, so it's been pretty safe so far. Just as I say that, is this thing dangerous? I forget. Yeah, obviously very high defense. That's pretty weak. Does it have Ultima, for example? Oh man, I'm such an idiot, seriously. I shouldn't have done that. Hopefully the unit will go into critical soon. Oh man. I guess we're doing 1,000 every time for the 3 girls. We should take it down eventually. I don't know why it misses everyone. It has not used any offensive magic attacks like Flare or Ultima or anything, so either it's just not that good or I've been lucky. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of EXP, so maybe it's just not that good. Okay, still little Tonberry on this one. Alright, hit the big 7-0. Only 10 cloisters away from the big Chac. Right. Let's do it again. I think cloister 70 is a trigger point for some new random encounters like these guys, for example. Are they any more difficult? It doesn't look like it. They're doing very little damage. But you see, when Yuna's not in critical HP, nothing gets done. It takes forever. Oh. When it's critical, it's not too bad. But ah, look who it is, our old friend. I hated this guy in the main game. Yeah, still annoying as ever. I mean, I beat this guy when I had like, when my level was like 15 or 20 lower, so I'm kind of hoping I should be able to win now, right? But I need to come in prepared. I mean, that time I made a lot of preparations. This is like a generic setup for any random encounter. This guy's more of a boss fight than a random encounter. Is this guy immune to all of this stuff? But yeah, my defense is much higher, but I need to remain vigilant here. Don't want to do anything silly. And I'd only fight this guy once. Alright, here it comes. Guarded against that. Okay, not too bad. I think I'll try and go more on the offensive this time. I need unit critical HP. Because I remember that battle taking about 20 minutes or longer. If I can't get unit into critical HP, then I'll probably either escape or... There you go. Alright, unit, get going. Because darkness is still only doing 2,000 damage.
I wanted to save this for something special!
It's amazing how little the darkness damage has improved since we met in the main game. Then again, my levels aren't that much higher. I think I'm only 10 levels higher. Yuna's dead again. Luckily we've got lightning quick items from Riku. But I've lost the light curtain, so I need to be careful.
Not knowing is the fun part.
Come on. He does just enough damage to always remain annoying, seriously. Yep, just constant KOs. All the fucking time. Get out of here. I am not having this guy put an end to my game. I'll be more prepared for him next time. Again, it's that whole thing about you can't have a setup that's going to be able to deal with every single encounter. Alright, I'm going to mess around with some things here, and I'll sort it out. Ah, yes. Shouldn't be too difficult. Thanks to Yuna. Otherwise we'd have to make use of darkness again. Because I've completely ignored magic pretty much this entire game. It's all about darkness, otherwise I can't do it. I have to use things like Table Turner, but that takes up MP. So it's not really a viable solution. Oh. Okay. Is it going to open with bad breath?
It's a wrap!
Catnip ended up making the whole thing irrelevant. But I guess if it does open up with bad breath, we might have problems. I mean, the Dark Knights are fairly well protected against most things, but I think there's stuff like confusion that could be an issue. Oh, come on. Is this really like a twice a 70 enemy? Come on. You're wasting my time. I mean, you've got Dahaka with his 150,000 HP, then you've got that at this, on the same cloister. It's ridiculous. How did I get through this? I've forgotten. I need to... Yeah, this was the one this was the one where I fucked up and I got hit with the Mega Tonberry. Yeah. If only I could evade and counter that attack, seriously, Dahaka would die so quickly, but... It doesn't really offer me anything great in terms of EXP or items or anything like that, so I don't feel the need to really do it. Can I run by the side? I can. But then this just brings me back to the start, so... How on earth am I supposed to get out of this place? Do I have to defeat the Mega Tonberry? Is it a force battle? There's got to be something I can do here. I couldn't find a way out of that cloister, so I decided to go back up to the surface and get some more Phoenix Downs and that kind of thing. And when I came back, it was a different cloister, so it wasn't a problem. Still not entertaining this guy. Getting out of here. Oh shit, it would have been wise to perhaps revive, you know. Yeah, you can strength up all you want, it's not going to be a big deal once Yuna gets going. And even a Dark Knight can evade its attack, so that tells you what you need to know. Alright, almost there. The end is slowly coming into view. The last 3-4 floors again has just been the same old kind of encounters.
I got this. Hey, I want to fight too.
Nothing too interesting. These guys still very, very easy. No trouble at all. Look at that. I think it's got under 4,000 HP. I had one encounter with a Mega Tonberry, which again I was successful in, but it's pretty much down to luck. It's just if he spams attacks on Yuna, then it's not possible.
I'm gonna whack you good.
Okay, it's another one of these guys. I seem to remember one of these being quite good. Okay, immune to physical attacks. It's probably this one. Good old asthma, whatever it's called. It has a very weak flare. So I've got to darkness my way through this.
My pain is your pain.
This is the part where you get hurt.
Oh man, it's even guarded against holy damage. Damn it. I don't know how much HP it has. I don't know if I should bother with all of this changing of dress spheres, or if I should just stick around. I'm trying to gain AP points, so I might as well keep Yuna's dress sphere. It's preparing something big, but yeah, not a lot of HP. I mean, the Varuna had like 54,000 HP. And there isn't a Varuna type that's even come close in this game. Right, how are we doing? 14%. I want to get Riku, kind of, at least to get some of the good proofs. And that should be enough. So, obviously, Poison Proof and Stone Proof already sorts out most of the main ones, but it'd be good to have. It's almost like a half ribbon, to be honest. Epitaph. Okay, so it's another... I think there's like 3 different tomb types. Okay, missed everyone.
My pain is your pain.
It's got pretty high defense. I guess this is probably the hardest of the tomb types. And I guess it doesn't have very hard hitting attacks because... So for that reason you're just not going to be down to critical HP in a spell. You just have to chip away.
Hurts me almost as much as it hurts you.
I like that when you use darkness she always has quotes that reference the fact that her own HP goes down. I don't think any of the others do that, to be honest. But hopefully you shouldn't have too much more left. There you go. I'm still not taking on Elder Drake. Okay, right, so we've got Omega this time. I mean, Ultima ended up being tougher than I was expecting, and I don't know if Omega's going to be any better. It should be, but with this game it doesn't always tend to work that way, so let's mess around a bit and see what's going to happen.
A little of this, a little of that.
The physical attack is no problem, but again it carries a status effect that doesn't seem to affect the girls too much. But I'm not going to underestimate like I did for Ultima, so I'm going to make a few preparations just in case.
I wanted to save this for something special.
It hasn't used anything, no Meteor, no Supernova, no Wing attack, no Ethereal Cannon attack. Here comes one. I mean, strength-wise, it seems pretty much the same as Ultima.
Surprise.
Oh no! Cheat, 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 cheat. I think the Dark Knight should be safe against that attack. All right, let's see this. Yeah, no problem. To be honest, outside of Meteor, we should be absolutely fine.
See ya.
See, this guy seems much easier than Ultima. Oh, I don't know, sometimes. Alright, here we go. Almost there. It's the one with the muttering Mega Tonberry. I'm always scared that I'm going to take it too easily and I'm going to end up kind of bumping into him back. But even if the lantern hits you, nothing seems to happen, so... Yeah, this guy again. Unit's in critical now, so hopefully this battle should be over really quick. There we go. What a difference it makes. Ah, it's almost time. I'm going to get my ass whooped so many times. It's going to take a while to come up with something for this. I'll probably have to fight the Oversoul version anyway. I'm going to save first, of course, because it would be foolish not to, and then we'll come back and give it the first go. Okay, so when Chac is not oversold, it has an attack called Heaven's Cataract, which is pretty much going to wipe out all of the girls. And from what I read, it uses it once every 6 turns. So Lady Unaleska, much like in Final Fantasy X, she's going to prove really difficult. Yeah, again, no dialogue. So it's a Basilisk type. Okay, 700 damage, fantastic. Considering Chac has what, 400,000 I think. Stony Glare. And Shatter, beautiful. And here comes Heaven's Cataract already. 13,000, 14,000 damage. Fan-fucking-tastic. We have some problems. Okay, it's time for me to go to the drawing board and mess around a little bit, and hopefully I'll be able to come back with a victory for you guys fairly soon. There must be a way to do it. Okay, so what followed after the initial session against Chac was just constant disappointment. I mean, I was trying everything. Heaven's Cataract was just proving too much, and I decided that I probably need to fight an oversold version. But of the research I did, I really decided that it would be wise to probably try and get my hands on Mascot, because even if I could beat Chac, I was probably going to need Mascot for Tremor anyway. So I did my research and I realised that that was part of the whole creature creator thing. So what I did, I actually had an extra session in between when I actually defeated Chac and when my first attempts were. I had like a 3-hour long session where, first of all, I did the Beaconel stuff because I realised I hadn't defeated Angramenu yet. So I decided to try out Angramenu and I ended up defeating it. And then once that was done, I decided to mess around with the creature creator. So that's why you see a Cactar right now in my lineup. So I captured some creatures, I entered some tournaments, and I won some fairly useful prizes as a result. So that episode is going to come after this one because I didn't want to kind of have the build up to Chac and then the 3-hour session in between and then the eventual defeat of Chac. So what you're going to see is the fruit of my labour, and you're going to see me defeat Chac, and then the episode after this one, before the final Paragon and Trem episode, is going to be the little detour that I did with the Beaconel stuff and a little bit of the creature creator. Not the entire thing, I didn't do every single tournament or anything like that, but just a little taste of some of the stuff that I got up to while I was trying to get a few extra things. Alright guys, so it's time for Cloister 80 and the infamous Chac boss battle. And the Chac that I'm going to be taking on is actually an oversold version, and that makes the fight a lot easier. It's actually not something that I planned for, but probably something that would have been necessary with my current levels. But it turns out that after the messing around I did with the creature creator and the tournaments and all that kind of stuff, I came into the battle against an oversold Chac anyway, so it ended up just being kind of good luck, and I didn't have to end up kind of messing around with it. So you will notice I have a Cactar in my lineup. And the reason I've gone for this is I kind of came up with a weird kind of way of defeating Chac. And this is actually going to be the 3rd time that I'm doing the boss battle. The first time was kind of messing around on my PS Vita at work while I was kind of testing to see if I could do it. And I managed to defeat it while I was at work. But obviously I couldn't record it. Second time I recorded it, I was done. And I had a power cut, so I lost the recording. So 3rd time, hopefully this time it will stick. So the idea is this. The reason I've got Cactar is because occasionally I noticed that it could actually evade Chac's attacks, and the reason for that is because of the half decent evasion. I mean, it's not great, but it's decent. And I gave Cactar Rabbit's Foot that increases luck by 100, and it gives him 130 luck, which is good to have against Chac as well. So because Cactar's agility is 115, which is a lot higher than Yuna manages, even when he's in catnip territory and he's slowed down, his kind of ATB bar is very short, so he still ends up getting a lot of attacks in. I unlearned the 1,000 Needles ability because that's just a waste of time, so he's either going to attack or he's going to mug, which should be useful for me. So he's going to have first strike, and the idea in this battle is to have Cactar do all the damage because Chac's defense and magic defense is so high that the girls aren't going to be able to do much damage with level 70 Dark Knights. It's just not going to happen, it's going to take too long, and in the meantime Chac's going to kick my ass. So what I plan to do is have Riku and Pain kind of just stay alive and throw softs and Phoenix Downs when necessary. So they're not going to attack, they're just going to have their auto protect and their high HP. And yeah, so once I go around the first half of Valiant Luster, they should have close to 200 defense, and that's good enough to withstand a good amount of Chac's attacks. Chac attack. Obviously, some of you basketball fans would know what a Chac attack is. In case you don't, you can always go and find out. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. The two Dark Knights are going to be trying to stay alive, and they're going to keep reviving Cactar, because every time Cactar gets hit, it's going to get KO'd. And Cactar's going to keep chipping away at that 400,000 HP. And hopefully, after like 5 minutes or so, we should be able to take it out. I've been successful on 2 out of 2 attempts so far, and hopefully this should be 3 out of 3, unless something goes seriously wrong. So let's go for it. As you guys know, when it comes to boss battles, for me, I hate kind of watching someone else do it on YouTube and copying the strategy. I tend to, I mean, in the worst way, if I'm having a tough time, I'll kind of, I'll go onto the Final Fantasy wiki page and I'll check out what the stats are like, what their attacks do, and all that kind of stuff, and I try to figure out something myself. So I'm not sure if this is like an ideal strategy. It probably isn't, but at these levels, it's worked 2 out of 2 times for me. So I think it's not a bad strategy, and I'm sure it's based off strategies that people have used in the past, especially since catnip has been nerfed in the HD remaster. So my first port of call is going to be to go around the first 2 nodes of this thing. And Chac's getting straight involved with the Stony Glare, which bypasses Stoneproof, which is really annoying. So there's no point having, you know, being a Dark Knight is not going to make any difference to you. But you have to try and kind of preemptively be ready for the attack. So Stony Glare, soft to straight in, and the odds of shattering are very low. And you can see they're only taking 1,300 damage, so it's not something that I can't live with right now. I got a ton of X potions from the creature creator, the tournaments that I did there, so I'm just going to throw X potions galore. And you can see that short ATB gauge for Cactar. So he's going to get knocked out constantly, but because he's fairly quick, he's going to keep chipping away at Chac's HP, and hopefully eventually we should be able to take it down. Hunter's Gaze doesn't seem to do anything. I haven't seen Hunter's Gaze knock anyone out. Damn it. The Dark Knight's already immune to death, so I think Hunter's Gaze is meant to kill. But it's ineffective. And it doesn't seem to work against Cactar either, which is a good thing. I cannot believe how easy these battles were when you had catnip in the old versions. It's unreal. I'm pretty sure I never made use of the cheap catnip and trigger happy strategy, and probably because I didn't do that, I wasn't able to defeat. I don't think I ever beat Tremor in the old version, but that was like, I played that game like 10 years ago, so I haven't been to the Via Infinito in 10 years. Back then I didn't know too much about this stuff. And I wasn't so used to coming up with strategies for boss battles and that kind of thing. So as long as it doesn't keep constantly attacking Cactar and using Stone Gaze all the time, we should be able to take it down. As for the non-Oversoul version, obviously we've got Heaven's Cataract that's going to be happening every like 20 seconds, which is going to be an issue. We're not going to be able to survive it with these levels, so you know, having an attack every 20 seconds that knocks out your entire party is just not very easy to work against. I think perhaps we could do something like this where we use Sentinels and we try to use Mana Springs to take away all of Chac's HP. Not HP, MP. Because when Chac has 0 MP, it stops using Heaven's Cataract, so that might be a strategy. But since I've got an oversold version, I'm just going to deal with it like this. I don't really mind. I think we encounter Chac as a random encounter after this stage anyway. Obviously the big danger here is if Chac shatters someone, so gotta watch out for that. Just try and get your timing as good as possible. Always be ready. Luckily Chac gives you like 3 or 4 seconds before using Stony Gaze, so you know what it's going to do. In one of my earlier attempts before I came up with this strategy, I saw it shatter a petrified character, so it can do it, but it doesn't seem to be super frequent, which is nice. I don't know what that's based on, to be honest. I forgot what the shatter percentage was. I don't know if it was based on the attack, or whether it was just a straight up percentage. So you can see Cactar is just relentlessly kicking ass. Take a look at a normal attack. Did 1,000 damage. So yeah, it's going to take a long time to remove 450,000 HP with just normal attacks. So that's why I'm using good old catnip. It allows you to do this stuff at lower levels than you normally would. I will try and keep HP above like 3,000 at all times. You always want to be at least 2 hits away. And there you go. So with this little strategy that I came up with, it's not too difficult. And it can probably be done with Yuna as well, but Cactar can do it quicker, I think. So that's why I made use of it. Yuna's evading counter didn't work, by the way. That's why Yuna's not there. I guess the attack is so accurate that terrible graphical glitching there with their robe. Or the ribbon or whatever that is. But yeah, Yuna's evading counter that she has as a berserker didn't work for this battle, so that's why I didn't use her as well. Okay, so Zeon marches off into distance. I do love the look of his outfit. I've always thought he looked like a badass. I forget, is Zeon Paragon? Or do we even ever see Zeon? We must do, considering that he's still here. I think Zeon's Paragon. Remember guys, he's the first ever Sin that we saw in Spira. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you've got to watch the timeline video. The timeline of Final Fantasy X.